Nice enough to join us now. Outstanding assistant coach with the Kings and, of course, all-time Kings legend, Doug Christie. Thanks for your time, Doug, especially on a game day. We are watching some Mike Bibby highlights here on the big board. I think they're going to honor Mike tonight. What do you remember most about that Game 5 against the Lakers, that clutch shot to beat them here at the, of course, Arco?
More than anything, man, Mike, we just had a lot of fun on the court, man. He was a lot of fun, a lot of quirks and different things that I would laugh about. But I saw him the other day, man, and got to give him a hug, man. You miss the ability to interact with people like that. And he was one of my favorite teammates, but very steady player, man. Not a lot rattled him in different things. And I just remember him when he knocked it down, that place it went crazy, man. It went crazy.
Big time shot from Mike Bibby. Doug Christie joining us. Doug, you got Mike Bibby. Mitch Richmond was in the building, last week as well. What's the bond like between you guys, just that team, that 0-2 team especially, and something that, here in Sacramento, obviously, we'll remember forever. What's that bond like when you guys get together?
It's a lot of love. It's almost like no time has passed, which is really weird, right? Because, it's been a lot of years. But when I see him, I saw Webb, was it Detroit?
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I got a chance to talk to him and see his kids, and just, immediately you just start laughing, first of all, as soon as you see him, and then you start talking. It's always special. It doesn't matter if, as much as I see Vlade more than I see others, I see Peja more than I see others, obviously when Bobby was here, but it's always the same, man. It's just, it's a good vibe, good spirit, just like no time has ever passed.
Doug Christie with us. We appreciate it, Doug. And you were, of course, an outstanding foul shooter. Have you ever seen a team go through a free throw shooting slump like the one that seems to be affecting the Kings right now?
You talking about Game 7 Western Conference Finals? What the hell is wrong with you guys? No. Yeah, man. It happens. I mean, it's almost like it's a little bit contagious sometimes. Like the other night, Sasha missed the free throw, and I'm sitting beside Davion, and I'm like, good Lord, man. Like, Sasha just missed the free throw. What is going on? But you go through it, and you keep working on your process. You shoot the free throws. You go to practice. You work on them. You shoot them. You make them in a row. All the things that you do, and there will be a time when the tides turn, you guys. It's just one of those things that we're going through. Do you want to go through it? Hell no. Does it feel good? No, it does not. But it happens. I mean, I don't know that Malik Monk has missed 2 free throws probably in his life. I was the same way. Like, I can remember the times I missed 2 free throws, and it's shocking, but it happens. And you just gotta, like I said, get your practice, get in there, shoot it, and after a while, it'll change for us.
Doug Christie joining us. Doug, obviously the season is a marathon, not a sprint. We've hit some rough patches here as of late, 4 straight losses. How would you gauge the mood of the team, and what kind of messages are you guys giving them to keep their spirits up? I know they're professionals, but what kind of messages are you guys giving them?
I mean, I think really they need to send the message. The message needs to come from the players, from the standpoint of, let's get back out on the floor. Because to be honest with you guys, like, if you look at Milwaukee, like, that was a game that we had. It was ours. So if you win that, it changes the spirit, momentum. Then you go to Phoenix, and that's, that type of falling apart. You rarely see it, but it happens from time to time. Like, and now the narrative begins to change if you just handle little things. I really thought that at that Milwaukee game that we had begun to turn a corner. And then when we came out in the Phoenix game, I said, okay, now you've taken what you did in Milwaukee and you begin to build on that. And that's really what we have to do. And I think Coach says it more than anyone about, it being a marathon and understanding that one particular instance isn't going to define who we are as a team. What we need to do is consistently try to improve daily. And over the time, the byproduct of all of that work is the playoff team that we know that we are and can be. And then when we get put on the stage, we handle our business.
Doug, you mentioned Sasha a moment ago, and he's gotten a few more minutes in each of the last couple games. Seems to be responding. What's he doing to earn those additional minutes that he's been getting lately?
I mean, he's steady. He comes, he puts his work in, he does all the things I think that the coach would love to see from him. I just think that some matchups and different things don't play towards certain players. When he gets his minutes, I will say that he's been responsive and he's been ready to go. So I don't think it's any one thing that he's done, unless coach obviously says something different to the media. But from my standpoint, Sasha comes and he puts his work in, and it's like you'll get minutes. Sometimes you won't. But the one thing about the NBA is all of that comes back around to you. It's happened to Davion a couple of times where he was out of the rotation. He's working on his game. He's staying ready. All of a sudden, coach calls his number. He's in the game, and he's impacted winning for us. So those guys, my hat goes off to them, because that is a tough position to be in sometimes when you don't know that you're going to get the exact amount of minutes, the exact time you're going to go in the game. It can be difficult, but being a professional and handling your business the way that they have is truly respectful.
Doug, what can you tell us about this Atlanta Hawks team tonight? No Trae Young, no DeAndre Hunter. What should we be looking out for tonight?
Well, I think you're going to get a big dose of bogey. DeJounte Murray, baby boy, is going to come out. He's probably going to be very, very aggressive. Clint Capella picking, rolling, lobbing at the rim. But I think they're going to probably look to get up and down the court. We faced this a few times. Like if you take a team that has their best player and they are out of the lineup, you have to respect your opponent. And it's not necessarily always about who is in the game. It's the same with Tyrese the other night. It's like they didn't change their style. Tyrese is just a better version of what they put out there. But that style, respect it, play the right way. And that's, I think, what we're going to see from Atlanta. They're going to come out. Patty Mills is a guy who probably doesn't get a lot of minutes, but you're going to see him. We know that he's red hot and he can knock down shots. Jalen Johnson, like they have players. Now you just have to play the proper defense, respect your teammate, come out and do things. Very business-like approach is this. This is what tonight is about. You come out and you play the right way, and at the end of the night, you live with your result, and normally it's a win.
Doug, is this 3-day mini break from any games? Has it come at a good time? It's funny because we talk about a break, and Coach Brown will say, we don't have any break. We're practicing. I don't know how much you guys practice, but do you think the break, such as it is, did it come at a good time for you?
After a long road trip, I would say yes, but then we go right back out on a longer road trip. Mm-hmm. But it's, in many ways, I think the season kind of has its own life to it, and we needed a little bit of that. But at the same time, with those, when you mentioned free throws, when you look at the end of the game in Phoenix, all of those are little things that we need to work on that sometimes you don't have the practice time to really get at them the way that you want to. And when you have a couple of days of practice, you can look at the video, you can sit down and go through some drills, you can blow the whistle and stop it and make sure that things are proper. So now it's just coming out with the right energy. And I would say more than anything, it probably was a really good time.
Doug Christie joining us, assistant coach of your Sacramento Kings. Doug, obviously a tough stretch the team is going through right now, but then you got this big, long road trip. We're at 41 games into the season. How would you assess where this team is right now based on expectations?
Well, I think that the expectations of the outside world aren't necessarily expectations of what we expect of ourselves, first and foremost. So those normally never match because we have super high expectations of ourselves. So from that standpoint, we haven't hit the bar the way that we would as far as winning and losing goes. But the attention to detail, the willingness, the coming to practice, the grinding, the doing all the things that we're going to need to do to be what we would consider an elite team at the end of the season when it's going to count the most. That is what I think that we're building towards. So not at any one point in the season can you judge all of that. And I think that that's what we see a lot, whether it's social media or the outside voices. And that's why a lot of times they don't match. And that's okay, because people can have their opinions and think what they want. But these guys who come in here every day and they work, and the coaches that spend hours on these computers and trying to help their players, that's really what it's all about. And have we won every game? Have we lost some that we weren't supposed to? Have we won some that we weren't supposed to? You probably say, yeah. Should the record probably be better? We would like it to be. It is what it is, and now we have to deal with it. And hopefully all these lessons that we're learning along the way help us to start to bring the bar up to where we would like it to be.
Well, thanks very much, Doug. We appreciate it. Good luck tonight. We hope to talk to you again very soon.
You got it, man. Go Kings.
All right, man. See you, Doug.
Yeah, Doug Christie. I was going to ask him about guarding Dominique. I bet you he had to guard Dominique a time or two.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
Why
Dominique
relive
might have
those
got him a
horrors?
couple times or two. Yeah. We'll ask Dominique about facing Doug Christie when he comes in here.
Yeah. You promised we're going to get him, right?
Dude, if he's in the building.
Apparently, we
Where to
had
go?
contact with him.
Yes, exactly.
we're
we
having-
got Dominique.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. When we come back, if we're not able to get to Dominique yet, we'll look at Debo. What's up with Debo? Is Debo going to play this week for the 49ers? So Drive Guys from the Golden One Center on Sactown Sports.